It's Charge Talks with Jan. Turning brokenness into ministries and stories into stepping stones, overcoming mountains and walking through valleys. It's Charge Talks with Jan. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jan, and it's another beautiful day for another beautiful show. I am so thankful to everyone who has liked the videos, shared the videos, and please, guys, leave your comments below so I can know what you're thinking. And of course, please, may I beg you, subscribe to the channel. Please. Begging you to subscribe to the channel. Love the traffic that has been coming in, and I'm so grateful and so thankful. So today we're gonna delve right in. And today's topic is one that is very sensitive, and one that I believe has to, be honestly and truly spoken about, and not just spoken about, but actions to be taken of. And this topic this morning is about domestic abuse. Yes, I said it, the elephant in the room, domestic abuse. And domestic abuse does not attract a particular color or creed or age group or ethnicity, or social group. It does not do that. It goes right across the board, especially with our females. Majority of the times, it's our females that are being attacked, that are being crucified, that are being verbally, as the word says, abused by their male counterparts. And it's so funny. There's a study that was carried out by, well, not funny as in haha, but and there was a study that was carried out by NCU, Northern Caribbean University, recently, and it says, and I just want to read it for you to be very clear about what it actually says. It says NCU found through research lately that tertiary trained women, yes, women who have gone through universities, are more likely than other women to be abused by their male counterparts, namely boyfriends or husbands, during, get this novel coronavirus pandemic. And a lot of these women are employed. And when I look at it, I think to myself, wow, what could have caused all of that? And there are a lot of factors. And sometimes some people might say, okay, you know what? This may never happen to me, or this could never happen to me. But I want you to know that there are signs, and sometimes we turn a blind eye to the signs and we say, okay, you know what, this could never happen to me because I'm married, my husband loves me, I have kids, I do what I'm supposed to do, I have my money, my social status, I'm well educated and all these things. But it happens, and a lot of times it happens and we don't even know that is happening, because a lot of us as females, we don't tend to share these things with other females to shine a light that is needed to be shone on it. And so persons may say, okay, what are the signs? And some of the signs during my own research I find to be jealousy, that over jealousy, that overprotection. You want to know where I'm going, what time I'm going, who I'm going with, where I'm going, when am I leaving, or who am I riding with, and all those things. I mean, in a relationship, you have to establish trust. You have to establish trust. You have to establish love and respect. And those things are foundation. Communication, they are foundation in any and every single relationship. Every and any relationship, I believe that those pointers are crucial. Another telltale sign is manipulation. You're always trying to manipulate what it is that your partner is trying to do, whether it is a business adventure or it is their personal life. You want to segregate them from the rest of their family, or you want to tell them that they cannot do this or they cannot be here. It's crazy. How is it that you want to pull me apart from my mom? You want to separate me from my sisters. I don't know about anybody else, but I got two sisters. And we may quarrel like regular sisters, but let me tell you, nobody is getting in between us, because we love each other And I don't care who you are, I don't care what man you are, you're not getting in between me and my sisters. That's just plain and simple. So there's some signs. So jealousy, manipulation, another sign that I found are threats. You know, you're always threatening. And as I speak about threat, there's a particular person that draws my attention. And it is, before I get to that point, I'll touch on that later. So threat is another one. And also one of the ones that I find to be are private times in public times. And you may say, Jan, what? Private times and public times. Say, for example, you guys are at a family reunion and everybody's gelling and talking and getting to know each other. Maybe not now in this pandemic, but you know, just overall. And I've seen it where, you know, you're at a public family gathering or public family party or whatever it is. And, you know, you're at this person, your spouse is at this person, and you just want to take that person away, you know, secluded in a corner by yourself. And it's not to say, oh, honey, I love you or I miss you or any of those things. It is to give you autonomy over them, to say, you know what, I don't want you talking to them. I don't want you talking to her. Why are you laughing so loud? Why are you laughing so hysterically? You know what, that joke wasn't all that funny. Yes, it was. It was funny. Like, it was a good joke. You know, so a lot of those signs, see if I miss any, no, you know, those are the signs I wrote down. A lot of those signs are telltales, but sometimes when the red flags, you know, or the red lights are blinking, we don't pay attention as female. And personally, I have never experienced domestic abuse. Well, to be honest, I've never really lived with anybody, but I've seen it. I've seen it in my relatives. I've seen it firsthand, you know, with my relatives. And I always ask myself the question, why do these women stay? That's the question that I always ask myself. Why is she staying? Why does she keep going back? And a lot of these reasons are because a lot of times these women have no other way out. That's what they think. They think that they are doomed to this. They think that they have to stay because they don't have no other choice. But last year, I believe it was June or July last year, a private Lexton Clayton, she was murdered by her spouse, you know, and not just her, but her son. And that really and truly dug deep. And there were signs, you know, and I was reading in the article, it was posted in the Sunday Observer, and I was reading it. And I thought to myself, how could you love somebody and turn around to kill your son and your spouse and then kill yourself? Like, he took Gramazone and killed himself. So it was a murder-suicide. And her sister, bless her soul, took it upon herself, you know, to ensure that she got some light on this factor, on this matter, because domestic abuse is no joke. It is no joke. There's nothing funny about it. Nothing at all. And she started a collective. It's called I Am Her Collective. Her name is Crystal Clayton Wallace. You can reach out to her. On Instagram, it's at I Am Her Collective. No, it's just at I Am Her. That's her Instagram handle, at I Am Her. Her name is Crystal Clayton Wallace, you know, and the I believe it's a foundation. It's called I Am Her Collective. You can reach out to her, and whatever, you know, she wants to start a foundation where women can be educated and they can be training centers where they can be helped, because a lot of times, as I said, they think that they have to stay in these relationships because they don't have an education, or they don't have a job, or they're scared, or the man will go after them. But there are ways to get out, and I implore you, sisters, mothers, aunties, cousins, you know, grandmas, mom, get out of these relationships, because it's one of two things are going to happen. It's either he's going to kill you or you're going to get out. And I would rather you get out than he kill you, right? And this is serious. As I said, I've never experienced abuse before, domestic abuse, but I've seen it. I have seen it, and it is no joke. You say you love me, you slap me in my eye, you kick me in my tummy, you know, you pull my hair and drag me across the room, and you shout at me. And there are types of domestic abuse. So some person might say, I don't experience that, but there are types. And I'll share the types with you, some of the types. Verbal abuse. So he may shout at you or speak to you, in a very derogative way, or talk down to you. There is also physical abuse, like the hitting and spitting in your face and kicking you and slapping you and all those things. Those are the physical types and signs. You also have emotional abuse. You take advantage of my feelings. You tell me that what I'm feeling is nothing. That, I just had a child, I'm having postpartum depression, and you're letting me know that, I have no right to feel that way. I need to get up and move on with life. That's emotional abuse. Also mental or psychological abuse. When you have somebody trapped that they don't even recognize their own thoughts are their own, and you can manipulate it and twist it and contort it anyhow you please, you are under abuse, psychological abuse. And I implore you, I encourage you, it's no judgment, my darling. Find a way, talk to somebody, talk to a counselor, talk to me. I'm here. When the Lord said to me that I should go into speaking, I was like, God, what? I'm good with my 9-to-5 job. My pay is sweet. I'm good. And he says, listen, I need you to talk to people. I've blessed you with a voice. I've equipped you to talk to people. I want to sing like Whitney, God bless her soul, but that wasn't what God gave me, right? So he said, listen, I'm giving this to you as a tool to talk to women, to advise them, to help them through things. And a lot of things that I personally don't go through, but I rely on the Holy Spirit and other person's experiences, and life lessons and teachings and books and research to help me to navigate other persons through, right? So I'm here. You can talk to me, leave your comments, and I'll reach out to you. Also, financial abuse. Yes. I was watching a program the other day, and one of the things that I found out about this very successful author, she, I believe her name is Sarah Bonovich, and she was a successful author. She wrote some books. One of them, it's called Simple Abundance, and she had the money and everything, and her last marriage was the worst of all the others, and while she was going through the abuse and he was abusing her, one day she asked him, she said, you know what, why are you treating me this way? And he said to her, guess what, sweetie? The money has run out. It was her money. She worked it. She sold those books and made millions of dollars. And you now came into her life, and you say to her, after abusing her verbally, and he didn't hit her, because she said, if he hit me, that would have been it. Verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and all that. And she asked him the question, why are you treating me this way? Why you don't love me the same? He says, listen, the money has run out. A lot of men come into the lives of some very successful people. And remember, at the beginning, we said that, a lot of these times, these are well-educated women, tertiary level educated women, employed women. And says the money has run out. So a lot of times, there are a lot of successful women. You have some little dry foot boy, as my grandmother would like to call him, and they come in and they manipulate your life, and they seclude you from your family, and they do all these things. And you're wondering, why am I allowing this to happen? And then when the money has run out, when they have drained you to support their lifestyle, they start abusing you. And the last one I want to shed some light on is sexual abuse. Yes, that's one of the common ones. Sexual abuse. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, you know what? Do you believe that you can actually rape your wife in marriage? And he says, no, I don't believe that. I said, listen, if you and I are married, for argument's sake, and I say to you that I don't want to have sex tonight, or I don't want to do this, and you still insist on taking it because you believe that you and I are one, so my body's your body, your body's my body, so you can take it, that's abuse. You're sexually abusing me. And even if we're not married and we're just spouses living together, and I say to you that I don't want to have sex now, or I'm not in the mood, those are signs to respect my body. Respect, remember, we established that respect, communication, and trust. Those are groundwork before you even lay the foundation. Like you you put that out when you're when you're digging out the foundation, you put that in. So when you start to build, you're building on that. So it's imperative that we understand and know that you have verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental or psychological abuse, financial abuse, and sexual abuse. And there may be others, but those were the ones I came across. And it is important that we understand and know that we look out for these signs. And before I close out this video, I want to read something that was also found in the article that NCU did. And it says, research has also found that the social conflict theory supports the results of this study, as perpetrators abuse their partners because, get this, of the desire for control. The desire for control over their partner due to unequal distribution of resources. When I read that, I was like, those sneaky bastards. God placed you not on this land to control anybody. He gave you autonomy over your own body, not over somebody else's. So I bless into you for shedding some extra light, and I salute Crystal Clayton Wallace and I am her, and I really and truly, I've always had a way. And I tell my friends all the time, I tell my sisters all the time, I tell my mama all the time, I tell my dad, I tell everybody around me who will listen. I says, listen, you may all think that I'm crazy, that God bless the day that I get into a relationship, a serious one, to go into marriage, and I say, we're going to talk about this. Because you're not going to abuse me. I don't care how much you say you love me. I don't care how many figures you are working. I don't care. I'm walking away. Because this temple that God has given unto me, it was not given for anybody to abuse it. It was given to be loved, respected, and cherished. And I'm going to be doing that to you. So just reciprocate it unto me. That's all I'm asking. So I pray that whomever out there today, there are groups, research them. I'll put the I Am Her Foundation in the link, and you can just go there and whatever. If not, you can reach out to me. You can there's also a ministry that I know, Broken Ministry. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. But I'll put the description in the link below so you can get some help. So please don't think that you have to stay, and please don't think that you're alone, and please, there's nothing, and I mean this, there is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. I bless you, my darlings, and I pray that you continue to keep safe and do the best that you can, because God loves you and so do I. Have a blessed time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. It's Charge Talks with Jan. Turning brokenness into ministries